Hello Internet, I'm HamsterBomb.
And I'm Timothy.
And this is our first game we're trying out the deck called Party Like It's 1996. If you haven't seen the video where I showcased everything that is in this deck, please watch that first. It's going to make context of why I'm playing a deck that is so horrible against a modern commander deck and possibly so very expensive. These are all proxies that I'm playing with. Kim is going to be playing with all real cards on her end. Kim's trying to get something we forgot, but before we go any further, I do want to show the 3 artifacts that I did take out of this deck. So, since you watched that video before watching this one, you know that I have to pull 3 artifacts out of that deck before I can actually make it modular. The commander I chose this time is going to be Chromium, so hopefully Chromium is going to do us well. I thought those colors might help us the best for trying to fight Kaalia of the Vast, who's going to be Kim's commander. We will look more into that in a bit, but more on this deck. I decided to take out Winter Orb. I don't think it's going to help us as much. It might hurt us more than anything against Kaalia. Mana Vault, I don't think exactly is going to help us as much. And Howling Mine, also another card that kind of might be helping her more than it helps us. But I don't really know. I haven't played this deck before. Before we get started, we are going to use our nice little perler command zones we've made for these. I do have one for the 1996 deck, but it is not ironed and finished up yet. But this is the command zone we are going to be using for Kaalia of the Vast. So you might be familiar with how Kaalia works. Kim, can you briefly tell us how your deck is going to play? Because people play Kaalia differently.
So for the most part, it is an Angel Tribal deck. And when she declares an attack, I can pull out an Angel for free from my hand. She can also do it with Demons and Dragons, but I'm not playing Demons and Dragons. That card is also then tapped and attacking. That can get a little tricky with some of the stuff where it says it has to be played versus what Kaalia does is not actually playing a card. But
we'll see when we get there. That deck is very good. So I'm expecting a lot of problems when playing something that has to pay its mana costs, you know, versus Kaalia, which is all about not paying at all. Just so you see our board here, we got our commanders in opposite corners. This is where Chromium's sitting. We have spin downs to track our life. I know you can't quite see it from there, but if necessary, I'll have it pull up every once in a while, or we'll just announce how much life we've got left. And here's our deck. So we decide who's going to go first somehow. Whoever rolls the higher number goes first. I rolled an 18. Kim rolled a 17. That's really close. Let's hang on to those in case we need them. All right. Guess I'm just going to play an island from Ice Age and end my turn.
Play Swamp, end my turn.
All right. And I'll play a Plains from Mirage and end my turn. You got to know where they're from. It's all before 1996. It's got an ox on it. It's legit. All right, your turn.
Alright, I will play Boros Garrison, which enters tapped, and I have to return a card to my hand.
Oh, okay, so, and that taps for both mountain and plains from now on, so it's,
Yep.
Yeah, still getting you a land up.
In my turn.
Ooh, hey, now we're talking. Check this out. So I'm going to play a Swamp for Mirage, and for 0 mana, a Mox Sapphire. So now I'm an extra land ahead, and I'm going to play blue, and something else, so a swamp, so I can cast Old Man of the Sea. I'll have him pop up on screen, and I'll read him out loud right now. He is a Summon Merid? I'm not sure what that is, actually. It's the first time reading that part out loud, but anyway, he's a 2/3 creature. Tap to gain control of a creature with power no greater than Old Man's power. Kaalia's power, might I remind you, is 2. Okay? If Old Man becomes untapped, you lose control of this creature. You may choose not to untap Old Man as normal. You also lose control of the creature if Old Man dies, or if the creature's power becomes greater than Old Man's. So basically this Old Man is gonna struggle and, like, get one of your creatures in a chokehold, and I will have them as long as I keep him tapped.
What is his,
He's a 2/3 right now.
2/3, okay.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Alright, I will play Swamp.
I was telling people in the video, like, I think that these Moxes are so much better than people give them credit, because you can see how much more land it looks like I've already got than Kim. These cards are pretty unfair.
Okay, I'll tap.
Yep.
play Heraldic Banner.
Heraldic Banner, and I think you choose a color with that, right?
I will choose white.
Right, so that means that white creatures get plus...
+1/+0.
Okay, and then it has a tap ability.
And then add 1 mana of the chosen color.
To tap it, okay.
So I get points.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, I've got another Plains here. This one looks like it's from Alpha.
Who knows what sets mine are from? It's a mystery!
Alright, I got a good turn here. Alright, so I'm going to tap 4 of anything to pull out an Icy Manipulator. Icy Manipulator is an artifact that says, for 1 mana, you may tap any land, creature, or artifact in play on either side. I'm going to set that right here, and Old Man is going to attack you for 2. That Old Man's pretty strong. You know, Knight tokens are 2/2s. This guy is as strong as a Knight.
Not much I can do, Old Man.
Alright, your turn?
Yep.
Alright, as you untap, I'm using the Mock Sapphire and the Icy Manipulator to tap your double land.
Oh.
And knock you back 2.
Okay.
You know, I had no faith in this deck, but I'm thinking this might actually work.
Alright, well I can still do something. Tap. For Savai Crystal.
Okay, that gives you some more
Yeah.
land, I believe. You can tap it for any of the 3 colors that Kaalia is. There's something important we probably should have mentioned earlier about the command zone. We actually make these custom on Etsy, and we have links in the description if you'd like to check that out, or if you run Kaalia yourself and you really like the design that Kim's playing with, we have those to make as well.
The design I have is more based on Avacyn.
Avacyn, yeah, Avacyn with the bloody wings coming up. But we put each of the colors down below that the deck will use and have some sort of motif that reflects what you want to do with your deck. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay.
Don't forget to tap your own man.
And the Old Man comes back up. I'm going to play my 2 Plains, and then 1, 2, 3 for a Sarah Angel. Yeah, I got angels too. This is the biggest one in my deck.
Is that a real angel, or did you just make a proxy of it too?
Oh, no, this is a proxy. I want to know my stuff to match, so...
See, I have that one, maybe not the
This
oldest one.
This is an alpha, so I wanted to make sure I'm... You know, if I'm proxying it, I'm proxying it right. So anyway, Sarah Angel is a flying 4/4 who has vigilance, and I'm sure Kim is...
well aware of what Sarah Angels do.
Yeah, this is Sarah the Benevolent, who may or may not be hiding in this deck of sleeves with Sarah the Benevolent on it. I was debating whether or not to do this, because what I could have done for your turn was let you untap and then tap all of your land by tapping mine with Icy Manipulator and 1/1
That's a really dumb card.
shutting you down. It is, it's great. Old Man's gonna hit you again.
Alright, Old Man.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking of the meme. How many times we had to teach you this lesson, Old Man?
This Old Man's gonna teach you a lesson.
Okay.
Kaalia?
Yeah.
No, and I can kill her with Sarah Angel too. Also, if I leave 1 land up constantly, I can tap Kaalia whenever I want, if I didn't want to take her with the Old Man.
So I'm not going to do Kaalia. 5. And I'm going to bring out Avacyn.
She actually
Here's
had
the card.
Yeah, she has a placeholder card for it that wasn't out of nowhere. Alright, so Archangel Avacyn is a flash flying vigilance 4/4. When Archangel Avacyn enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain indestructible for the end of turn. Okay, well, at least she's indestructible for now. When a non-angel creature you control dies, transform Avacyn at the beginning of the next upkeep. And it's important to note that Kaalia is not an angel, so that would trigger the flip. But right now, 1/1, you
I
could
just
fight
need to
Sarah
protect
Angel.
myself, yeah.
Is that your whole turn?
I guess. Unfortunately, I can't take advantage of the indestructible ability, but...
No, I'm kind of surprised you played that so soon.
I
guess indestructible wouldn't save you from the Old Man. No, is that right?
Right. I just wanted to make sure. So with Heraldic Banner, at least Avacyn is a 5/4 and can defend me. So
that's true. Okay, is that your turn then?
Yeah, I can't attack.
Alright, I'm going to play my first weird land, an Underground River. So it can tap for colorless, but if I want to pay 1 life for it, I can colorize it to either blue or black. Alright, so for an island and sure, a plains, I'm gonna play Stasis. This is an annoying card. This says, players do not get an untap phase. Pay blue during your upkeep or Stasis is destroyed. So that's gonna sit here. Yes, that's what it says.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is absurd.
I'm gonna use Icy Manipulator to pay 1 plains and tap Avacyn. And then I'm gonna pay a swamp.
She has vigilance, though.
Doesn't matter, I tapped her. That means she doesn't tap when attacking. I still tapped her. And swamp to tap your Heraldic Banner. You have nothing. Alright, I'm swinging with both of these. Go, old man, go! And if I use the Underground River and Mox Sapphire, I can do this for 2 more turns. Draw your card. You have nothing.
Yeah, there's really nothing I can do. I don't... Kind of locked now. That's it.
Alright. I don't get to untap either. Let's see what I get here. Oh, excellent. You know, here's how I'm going to play this. So, I'm sorry. I should have done this first. Mox Sapphire is going to tap for our blue to make sure that Stasis stays. Underground River is going to tap for a colorless, so I can bring out the Alpha Soul Ring, if you're not familiar with what it looks like. So now with the Soul Ring, I have 2 colorless mana, and I'm going to pay that to send them to the Icy Manipulator to allow these guys to come back up to attack phase and hit you again.
Okay.
Now, I am tapped out, so Stasis is not going to last for next turn, but effectively, and as I mentioned this before, you play this card right, it's a 2 mana extra turn. You can turn it into a Time Walk.
I see that, yeah.
So it's, as it just did for you, you weren't allowed to do anything but draw 1 card.
I'm going to play a Pillar Verge.
Okay, yep, this is one of those flippy lands.
Or is it Needle Verge? Which one do I want? That's Pathway.
I think Needle Verge is a mountain.
Oh, let's do Needle Verge then.
Alright, Needle Verge, so it's a mountain card. She's got a huge stack of tokens off screen to the left. This deck calls for a lot of angels.
Well, the
and
tokens are right here.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're over here.
These are the tokens I'm using.
We should have mentioned what this enormous stack of cards were.
It is not a secondary.
She didn't fill her graveyard up or anything.
Well, now you call it. What do you call a secondary deck?
A sideboard.
A sideboard? It's not that.
Yeah, we don't really make sideboards. We just kind of play at home for fun. Can I afford Chromium?
I can tap for Scroll of Avacyn. I have a 1. Draw a card. If you have an angel, gain 5 life.
Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're sacrificing it to do that?
Oh, do I have to pay 1 more for that? I have to pay 1 more.
Oh, you gotta pay 1 more. Oh, so you can't do it.
Sorry, can't do that.
You can summon it, but you can't do it.
Oh, yeah. I can at least summon it. There
Right.
it sits. I'm realizing I need 3 rows.
Is this your turn? I needed 3 rows too.
Yeah, that's all I could do. I can't
Alright,
even use
Stasis is destroyed. I'm sure you're grateful.
it. So grateful.
Awesome. I'm gonna play the first dual land I have, Scrubland. It is a white and a black.
Just the bottom text is terrible.
It's so hard to read, I know, but they're really good, and
Graphic
there's some of the
design
most
is my passion.
yeah, there's some of the most sought after cards, but yeah, they don't look so nice. All right, so I'm gonna tap all but the Underground River, which if we're keeping track here, this is 2 white, 2 blue, and I'm tapping Scrubland for a black, and then here's my swamp right here. Then if I tap the Soul Ring for 2 colorless, I can pay for Chromium.
This is so much mana.
That is so much mana. But as a reminder, Chromium is a flying Rampage 2 7/7 Elder Dragon who says pay black, blue, and white during your upkeep, or Chromium is buried, because that's how you describe death in early Magic.
Buried?
He's dead. If I don't pay that every
Okay.
turn, he dies.
You should dig his hole then.
I should, but he would go back to the command zone. Anyway, that's pretty much all of my mana. You're still kind of tapped out over there, so Old Man and Sarah Angel are going to hit you again. He's got the power of God and anime on his side. But also he's from Arabian Nights, so he also has maybe Jinns on his side.
Yeah, Jinns are terrifying. Okay. I get an untapped face!
You get an untapped phase.
I get an untapped face. Does Chromium have flying? Okay.
Yeah, he flies. Look at those big metal wings. He should go on an album cover.
He's a 7/7? Goodness.
You look like you got enough mana to make what you want, so I'm probably not gonna Icy Manipulator your mana this turn. probably.
Okay, I should just get Kaalia just on the field. Let's just get that out of the way.
You're not scared?
Not scared.
Okay. Yep, that's everything.
Okay.
All right, Kaalia is summoned.
I could really use some lightning grooves right now. That would be very helpful.
I could just tap you anyway.
But I'll go ahead and tap and sacrifice Scroll of Avacyn.
Which lets you do what again?
Lets me draw a card, and if I control an angel, gain 5 life.
Okay.
Okay, let me draw another card for some more mana ramps, so I can tap both of those to put out Boros Signet.
Okay.
That ends my... That's
Yeah,
a
you
7.
want to attack into a 7/7?
It's a 7/7. I guess not. Yep, that's my turn.
All right. I probably should have took out one of your lands then. I'm gonna stack my Mox Sapphire on my island because right now that's effectively what it is, unless you want to destroy artifacts for some reason, which I don't know if your deck can even do. Oh, right. Before I do anything, I have to pay this during my upkeep. So how about we just make a stack of
the chromium
tax over here, where I will just tap and pay
Why
him.
is that lore-wise happening? Like, I want to know what's happening.
He demands sacrifice, I guess. I'm not sure. So what's going on is old Magic cards, if the creature was large, it had an enormous downside to it. The downsides were horrible, so this is just what I gotta deal with. So that knocked me down to only having this much mana, which kind of stinks. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna tap perfectly. I've got Island, Plains, and this is a Swamp, and this is just colorless to bring out Halfdane. Halfdane is one of my rare multicolor cards in here. So Halfdane says, when Halfdane comes into play, he is 3/3. During your upkeep, Halfdane acquires the current power and toughness of target creature other than Halfdane. If there are no other legal targets, Halfdane becomes a 3/3. So right now he's a 3/3 creature, but he's going to become a 7/7 as soon as it is my upkeep again. And because of Soul Ring, I still have 2 more things that I can tap on your side of the field. And I think, what do you add there? 23? Here's what I'm going to do. Old Man's going to tap and steal Kaalia. So, let's just put Kaalia on top of the Old Man, who is going to stay tapped until
you can't steal Kaalia. Kaalia's a 3/2.
Ooh, she increased her power because of Heraldic Banner. You're right.
Yeah, that's why I played that first.
I can't. So then, instead, if I do Soul Ring to have 2 mana to tap these guys, I'll tap them the correct direction. Ooh, actually, who should go through? Because Chromium can't attack this turn. But if he does, I'm wide open next turn. You know, ooh, this is tough. This is tough.
You're about to win, though, I feel like.
We'll go with everybody. We'll go with everyone. It's got to add up eventually. All right. We're going to swing with them all. So that's 4, 5, 6, plus 7, 13. I wish Halfdane could get in on this.
Wow, okay.
So that puts you at, what, 10?
10.
Nice! I haven't even taken a point of damage yet.
All right. Well,
It's happening this turn.
I still get an untapped face.
Yeah, yes, Stasis is gone, and I'm out of mana, so I can't tap all your stuff.
That was a horrible card. 5 for Rampage of the Valkyries.
All right. When Rampage of the Valkyries enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. Whenever an angel you control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. Yuck. Okay. No killing angels. Got it. I'll just Icy Manipulator past them.
Look at that one.
Luckily, she's got all these tokens.
Well, that takes an extra.
And it's actually a 5/4 as well. That's kind of yuck. Well, somebody's coming out for free. It's finally happening.
There's so many decisions to be made.
I think you should be worried about surviving next turn, because if Halfdane becomes a 7/7, and I just spend my mana tapping your creatures, I can get right through you and deal 10 damage. You gotta either deal 40 to me, or defend yourself.
Okay, so Kaalia and Avacyn are gonna swing then.
Alright.
And bring out Aegis Angel.
Aegis Angel, which is a flying 5/5 that says, when Aegis Angel enters the battlefield, another target permanent gains indestructible for as long as you control Aegis Angel, which doesn't particularly matter who it is, because it's just the end of turn, right?
Nope.
No, as long as you control Aegis Angel. Okay, who's indestructible?
I guess Kaalia.
All right, Kaalia's indestructible. All right, so I'm taking
so 5, 6,
11, 12, 13, 14. That hurt, but I'm okay. That put me at 26, and you have 10 left.
Yeah, you only have to do 10.
I think that's game. All right. My turn?
Yep.
I should mention that I know most players do combat and then cast their spells. All right, this is Chromium's, so it's going to stay tax right there. Most players will do combat and then pay their stuff afterwards, but I was taught to do the opposite, and I taught Kim, so she does it the opposite as well.
Oh, so it's your fault I'm doing this all wrong.
Absolutely. Oh, buddy, I win. So, here's how. First, I'm going to pay a Plains Icy Manipulator to tap this Angel.
Okay.
And here's why you're absolutely doomed. Because Mox Sapphire, Underground River gives me Time Walk. Take an extra turn after this one.
Oh, okay.
There is 0.
Are those skeletons with muscle on?
I don't know what they are. It's a Power 9 card, though.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I played it because there's no chance. Because Half Dane here is now a 7/7, choosing Chromium as the strongest. They both go through, these go through, and if you somehow had mana to instant stop me, I could attack again on my next turn.
I can't even go to 0. Look, I just go back up to 20 when you
Well, there's no sense in having a 0. Okay, let's what we doing 2 out of 3 to make sure it's fair?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, well, the first game actually goes to 1996. That's amazing.
Because it has cheat cards.
Cheat card? They're old cards. Do you want to read the rest of them? Some of them suck. Okay, round 2. Fight. You should probably go first.
Yeah, I lost, right?
Yep. Yes, you did. Thanks for the reminder.
Going to put down a swamp, same as last time. Your turn.
Alright. I draw. I'm going to play a Floodplain, which comes into play tapped. And next turn I get to tap, sacrifice it, and get a Plains or an Island. So that's my whole turn.
Okay. Akum Refuge enters tapped. I gain a life. I'm still sitting at 1 life from last time, so that's great.
Here, use this for anything above 40.
Yep.
Alright. I'm going to sacrifice the Floodplain to get an Island. Alright, here's one. Just grabbed right out of the middle. So that stack's still intact. It's a little kind of hard to shuffle, so I'm just going to stick that back where it was. It's one of my rare white-bordered ones. And then I'm going to put down Scrubland. Again, it's the dual land that is Plains and Swamp, if that's the one I had before. I'm not sure. And that'll do it for me.
Let's just get a Plains down there. And I can actually... This is like... Must be the one of the lowest cost angels I have. I can play an angel!
Alright.
Giada Fount of Hope.
Giada Font of Hope is Flying Vigilance 2/2. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 on it for each angel you already control. And you can tap her to add white, spend this mana only to cast an angel spell. That's really helpful.
She's
especially
a relatively
early.
new card. Looks like she came from New Capenna.
Yeah.
Which I guess is like, what, a year or 2 old now?
Yeah, it's a good time to mention that though I made videos on most of the commander decks that I will be playing against, we are constantly evolving them with new cards. So this might not have been in that video at the time, and I think the decks are all better now. Anyway, that's your turn, I assume?
Yep.
I'm going to play a Plains, and tap Scrubland as Plains, and then tap the rest of these, so that I can play a Thunder Spirit, which is a flying first strike 2/2. Decent defense for right now.
Okay.
Or offense. I mean,
Can it fly?
Yeah, it can fly. It can fly, yeah.
It's a Thunder Spirit, I would...
Yeah, I would hope a Thunder Spirit can
I feel
fly.
like it should be called, like, Reach instead in that case. Maybe not Fly, but...
Why? It's not just for blocking. He can fly. He's going to get you.
Okay.
He'll get you from the skies. That's my turn.
Okay, Command Tower. Alright, you know it's coming.
It's Kaalia time.
It's Kaalia time. Big advantage to having such a cheap commander.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty nice to be able to summon my commander, you know, before turn 8.
Right, and I can't attack this turn.
You could with Gaia,
but we're both 2/2.
and I'm a first strike.
So I'd still lose.
You absolutely would.
That would be it, yep.
Alrighty. Just to keep it normal, I'm going to play a Swamp here. And I got another one of the white bordered ones. That's kind of uncommon. I had to grab those from I think, unlimited when they, though they mostly did a reprint of Alpha yet again for the third time, they changed the borders to white and changed some of the art on their land. So, anyway, if I tap an island, plains, and a swamp, I can bring out my other multicolor card. At least they both got to show up. This is Marike Barit. She's a summon legend 1/1. Does not untap during your untap phase, but if I can tap her, gain control of target creature, lose control of that creature if you lose control of Marike Barit. If Marike Barit leaves play or becomes untapped, bury the creature. She's going to sit there.
Okay.
And whatever comes out, I'm probably going to steal it. That's my turn. Well, actually, you know what? No, you would let it through if I attacked with the Thunder Spirit. There'd be no sense in blocking with one of those. You would just lose your creatures. I wish I could be more aggressive, but I think I should leave the Thunder Spirit up as defense to hit Kaalia.
I didn't draw, did I? I did not officially start my turn. I'm officially starting my turn. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta voice that stuff.
Caves.
Alright, Bloodfell Caves. Does that do anything when it enters?
I gain a life.
Alright.
I'm trying to decide what I actually want to fight now if you're going to end up taking it.
Yeah, exactly. My entire deck is based on the premise that your stuff is probably going to be better than my stuff. So I'm going to take it.
Okay, well, I could do this, and then you wouldn't at least get your ability.
Do your worst.
I don't want you to have that.
You have Avacyn, Angel of Hope, don't you?
No. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and tap one to lay out Soul Ring.
Yep, what you going to do?
I'm like, that's a 2-2.
Mm-hmm. Thunder Spirit stayed up on purpose for this.
It's fine. I can
you want
do
that
it.
free angel, Kaalia's got to go.
I can't protect Kaalia right now. This is killing me.
There was a lot of angels in there that if you summon them, like Aegis Angel last time, that can protect
I'm
somebody,
aware.
But I guess you don't have them right now.
No, I don't. Is it worth destroying Kaalia and ending up getting the commander tax on it?
And then me stealing whatever you're summoning anyway.
Oh, right, but Yada increases the attack of the angels. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it.
Even gonna
all that time thinking I'm going to leave it. I'm
not even going to do it. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's my turn. I'm going to untap.
You didn't attack last turn, right?
No. That's why you were so conflicted.
Yeah, because if you would have
Put
tapped,
down
I would.
Tundra, another dual land. This one is blue and white. Alright, cool. I got a cool turn. You want to see my cool turn?
Okay.
Alright.
Are you laying a plains or something?
Nah, something really cool. It's a card you might hear. You might have heard of before. Island, Plains, Swamp.
Oh. Is it a Black Lotus? I hope
One
it's
of
a Black
these two.
Lotus.
I'm playing the Black Lotus, which will now allow me to play Chromium.
It was an actual cool turn. You weren't being sarcastic.
It was an actual cool turn, so I am legit using Black Lotus, and it just allowed me to afford Chromium.
Can you still pay his tax next
I can
turn?
pay. I have a regular
Okay.
Island, Plain, Swamp, and they're just going to be his, meaning I'm left with just this. But I think I'll survive. I am still not going to attack. I think I've got to... Well, I don't know. I mean, now I got Chromium up. Yeah, with Chromium, I got to start dealing damage to you. The Thunder Spirit goes your way.
Okay, that's just 2?
Yeah, it's just 2. So just get rid of that.
Alright, let's untap. I need a bomb, and I don't have a bomb.
I have a bomb. I'm not using it, though, because I'm kind of winning. Even though our life is tied, I think I've got a better board right now.
Yeah, that Chromium's mean.
We didn't talk about it last time, but Chromium's Rampage is an old ability that they never use anymore because it's confusing. Basically, he gets stronger based on whatever the number is after, which is 2, based on how many creatures block him. So say I attacked with Chromium and she chose to block with Kaalia and Gyalda for some very bad, uninformed reason. Chromium would get +2/+2, I think, for each creature beyond the first he blocks.
Just gonna pay for one.
Shoot, I'm all tapped out. Could have stopped you.
And for Angelic Field
I'm really bad at
Marshal.
bluffing. Alright. Angelic Field Marshal is a flying 3/3 with the ability Lieutenant. As long as you control your commander, Angelic Field Marshal gets +2/+2, and creatures you control have Vigilance.
Okay.
So she's actually a 5/5.
She is actually a 6/6.
A 6/6.
So if we can get some tokens over here to make that.
Yikes.
Okay, so Angelic Field Marshal has 3 +1/+1 counters, and everything I control has vigilance, but you still have a chromium. So I'm gonna sit here. I don't know. I could try to swing at you. Okay, how about I do this? I'm gonna attack with Kaalia. Has vigilance. I'm gonna use Angel of Salvation, is what Kaalia will summon.
Flash, Convoke, that doesn't matter. So it's an Angel flying 5/5. When Angel of Salvation comes into play, prevent the next 5 damage that would be dealt this turn to any number of target creatures or players, divided as you choose. And Angel of Salvation attacks. It comes with a 1. Why 2?
Because it's each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each angel you already control.
Then here, before you did that, Mariki Rayburit's going to steal this one.
Okay.
Which I believe, because of Gyalda, I lose only 1 +1/+1.
No, you lose all of it.
I don't. I have my commander.
Oh, you do have your commander!
I have 2 of them. So that means you only get 1 less of these.
Okay.
You no longer have vigilance.
But that means Angel of
Neither do you.
Salvation is still attacking.
Yep, it's tapped and attacking, and now it is wide open, and Chromium can block and kill it.
And I can divide up the 5 points of damage.
You could.
Which I will.
Prevent the 5 points of damage. Okay, so if that's the case, I think Chromium is instead going to block Kaalia. Blocking Kaalia, you can prevent 5 damage, but still 2 will get through and kill Kaalia. And I have to take 5 damage from Angel of Salvation.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to do that then.
Oh, or I could block with this 5/5 over here and have your creatures kill each other. Oh, you're a 6/6. Right, it wouldn't work. Alright, I take 5 damage. 6 damage. You're right. My turn.
Okay, how much is commander tax before we keep going?
2. 2 per death, I think.
Okay.
Alright, so this is Chromium's upkeep cost. I'm going to pay these 2 to play Time Walk. Take an extra turn after this one.
Okay.
And they're all coming, and they got Vigilance.
Ooh. Alright, well, Yada's going to have to block one of them at least.
Alright.
Let's block
choose
the Chromium.
Thunder Spirit Chromium. Okay. So, that means that 5 damage gets through my next turn. Alright, these are going to stay tapped over here, because that's Chromium's upkeep. A Mox Sapphire. Everybody attacks again.
Okay, now I can't block.
What did I get you to? 21.
21.
Okay. Alright, it's something.
Hey, I have an untapped face.
Yep, you still got 1 creature.
Is that permanently stay on there?
Good question. I think so. I think it enters with a +1/+1 is what Gazelda said.
Yeah, it says enters.
Gyalda.
Yada.
Yada.
Italian Mafia.
You gotta keep your +1/+1.
I don't know. Let's see. There's
You've got so much more land than
swamp,
me. You should be fine.
Swamp, and then a mountain to bring back out Kaalia.
Yep. I'm gonna pay blue and a blue and counter Kaalia.
Oh, okay. You attacked last turn. Isn't everybody tapped?
We have Vigilance.
Oh, right.
Thanks for that card, by the way.
So I still end up paying mana even if it's countered.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't play a lot of counter spells in our other decks, but I knew I would need them in this.
Well, that's about all I got, folks.
All right. Might as well have been a Time Walk again, except you untapped, so that's going to complicate attacking.
I mean, I guess I could attack, but I'd just die, so...
You would. I would certainly block that. All right, tap this again for Chromium. Just Chromium is coming with Vigilance.
Okay, I'll block it.
Oh, okay. Well, you keep your 21. Your turn.
Am I gonna get annihilated again? It's not looking good.
I do have blue mana I left up. I'm just,
You know, I'm playing angels like normal, guys. This is painful for me.
Yeah, Kaalia got took out twice.
Ooh. Does that count? Even if it got countered? Does it...
Yep, that's another time she went back. Commander tax goes up.
Disgusting.
I believe so. I could be wrong. If we play something incorrectly at any point in here, sorry. We're doing our best.
Deal with it.
Yeah, we're sorry.
And follow the preserver? I didn't say that confidently enough. Linvala the Preserver.
That's better. Is a flying angel 5/5. When Linvala the Preserver enters the battlefield, and if an opponent has more life than you, which I do, you gain 5 life. When Linvala enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more creatures than you, which I do, put a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield.
I have it!
No vigilance, but you got one. Alright, we got that particular angel. Actually, it's from that very set. This is the one that's made for her, so that's nice.
I have some defense now.
Yeah, it's something. That your whole turn? Okay. My turn then. I untap these and retap them immediately for Chromium's upkeep. I'm going to pay 1 blue for Ancestral Recall. This is another Power 9 card. Draw 3 cards or force an opponent to draw 3 cards. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm taking that. Playing a Swamp. I finally got some land. You know, the Field Marshal and Chromium come at you.
Okay.
So 5/5, 7/7.
I'll block Chromium with the token.
And then trade these.
Yeah, let's... No.
No?
Wait, does that stay
So
on
this
the,
goes through.
That stays on the field, right?
But she still does not untap normally, so I can't really tap her again. I think she just sits here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, you're trading them. Okay. So no damage went through.
I need haste. Or can I afford this? Good God. Angel of Despair.
Oh, that's a lot of mana. Angel of Despair is a flying 5/5. When Angel of Despair enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent!
Let's destroy Chromium, because I don't think you can afford that if he has to come back.
I can't afford that. I had to Black Lotus to get him out to begin with, so that's probably the end of Chromium.
Let's see.
Is there anything I could do about that? Shoot. No, there is nothing I can do to stop that.
One, and I can't afford Kaalia, so I don't have haste, so your turn.
Check, I guess. Alright. Well, I get to keep this mana now. Yeah, she just sits there unless I can untap her, which I don't think I can. She's done. She's done her thing.
At least I found one of my little bombs. It's a tiny bomb. Because, of course, you know it's an angel deck, so I got other things like Magister of Worth and Sunblast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then what's my other one? For Glory or something like that?
Chance for Glory.
Chance for Glory.
This is not great, but this is the best I got. Plains. This is a Plains. 1, 2, and a 3 for a Sarah Angel. And I am going to sit here. Your turn.
Making me play angels like what their costs.
Yeah.
How dare you?
You could try to get Kaalia back.
Actually, I can.
You got a lot of mana. It costs 8 mana to bring Kaalia back out.
6, 7, 8.
You got that.
Yeah, but I could just pay for my angels now. It's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, you don't really need her as a crutch anymore.
For Baneslayer.
Yeah, I just knew this one was coming. Baneslayer Angel is a flying, first strike, lifelink, protection from demons and dragons 5/5 angel. Holy crap.
Okay, Angel of Despair.
Yeah,
Come on, you barely let me do any damage to you.
nah, I'm just thinking of killing it. Nah, we'll let it through.
So you have more blue cards in your
I'm
hand.
I'm at 20, 29. Oh, I do.
It's so hard for me to tell those are blue when they're clearly not blue colored.
Yeah, these are blue. Don't be fooled. These are blue. Alright, that's your turn?
Yep.
I want to untap Mercury Brit so bad.
It has to have some downside.
Yeah, that sure is some downside. I forgot I had that. Yeah, I'm playing real dumb. Good thing you can't see my hand. Alright. Blue to play Drain Power. It's a sorcery. It says tap all opponent's lands, taking all this mana and all mana in opponent's mana pool into your mana pool. You cannot tap fewer than all opponent's lands.
Okay.
Tap it all and tell me what I got.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1 mana up.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Chromium is out.
You did it!
I did it! I paid his command tax. Holy cow, that was expensive. But at least I got some defense now. And I got stuff to protect him for later. Stinking Baneslayer Angel. I'm still gonna stay up. I don't trust that thing. Actually... yeah, Sarah and Thunder Spirit, go for it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll block the Sarah.
Okay. So that means Thunder Spirit goes through, you deal 2. I lose this, Sarah Angel. And you gain 5 life. You gain 5 life.
Oh, I do? That's what was my next question.
That was not worth it.
If lifelink works when you attack.
That was such a bad decision. In fact, I have a way to reverse it, but I probably shouldn't.
Way to reverse it.
I really do.
Back out of that.
Nah, I'll let it happen. All right, go ahead.
You've forever immortalized that decision.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Here's another angel. It doesn't help me much, but there it is.
Righteous Valkyrie, flying. Whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to their toughness. As long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, that doesn't apply. So we'll read that whenever we get to that point, which you probably, hopefully won't. Yeah, so it's basically a flying 2/4.
And, no, I'll just put that on there.
Ah, Mana Confluence.
In case I need it. I don't...
So, really good land. She can pay 1 life to tap for any color.
But I clearly don't need it. I just don't want to have a hand.
Yeah, alright. She has no hand right now. It's 5 more life. And protection from dragons. Forgot about that. Let's separate this for Chromium again. It's not going to help us. That's not going to help us. That's not going to help us. Oh, she's tapped.
She just sits there now.
She's like, wait, I can do something. No, I can't. Black, and something else. For a Hypnotic Spectre. Is a flying 2/2. And if he hits you directly for damage, you have to discard a card, which means so much right now.
No hand.
Yeah, I'm aware. I guess just Chromium is coming, and he actually taps. Remember, if you try to gang up on blocking, he gets Rampage.
It's fine.
All right.
7.
Yeah.
Untap, everybody. Alright, well, let's get Kaalia back out here. Okay.
Alright.
Here she is. Okay, and I'll lose that. And I'm actually going to pay Mana Confluence.
1 for...
to play this.
Bastion Protector. Commander creatures you control get +2/+2 and have Indestructible. It's a human soldier 3/3. I think the tide's turning pretty badly against me right now.
Yay, Kaalia's a 4/4. And Baneslayer.
And Angel of Despair.
Angel of Despair.
Alright, I'll block both.
Okay.
So, you gain 5 again. My turn? Alright.
We're gonna have a problem if I win this.
I'm not paying Chromium.
I don't think she's an old lady, but I just keep thinking she's an old lady sitting on the field. Her face is really crooked.
Yeah, she's sitting on the field, but she's in trouble now. Actually, hold on. How are we going to play after this? 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Nihineral's Disc. It's an artifact that says, for 1, destroy all creatures, enchantments, and artifacts in play. The disc becomes tapped, but can be untapped as usual, and the disc destroys itself when used. Boom.
Okay. But Kaalia still stays out, though.
I finally got rid of her. No, she doesn't. So it probably just survived that. Based on the order they get destroyed, then Kaalia's still wiped out. I'm pretty sure she's gone.
I am so confused. I'm going to say she's gone because if that creature gets destroyed...
The indestructibility's gone.
Then the indestructibility's gone.
Right. Alright, I'm not done, though. Because with black, and a whatever, I can play a creature, the Royal Assassin, who is a 1/1 assassin. I can tap to destroy any tapped creature, of which there are none. He's pretty lonely right now, but at least I managed to do something.
Yeah, I wasn't the one doing the board wipe this time.
That was looking really bad for me, so I
honestly
feel like I'm dragging this out.
I want you to win because the deck's pretty fun.
It is fun. I'm glad it's working and holding its own. I think at this rate, summoning Kaalia is just a waste, and it would be cheaper to summon whatever's in your hand. Oh, my Mox Sapphire blew up with the artifacts being destroyed, too.
He can just tap and destroy things.
Yep, he can, as long as they're tapped. If it becomes tapped, it's gone.
Well, okay.
If you have Vigilance, you'll probably never get tapped. Unless I find that Icy Manipulator.
Angel of Destiny.
Angel of Destiny is an Angel Cleric, flying double strike. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 or more life than your starting life total, we're probably not getting to that point. We'll read it if we get there.
You sure you don't want to read it? It's pretty silly.
Okay, it's silly. If you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attacks this turn loses the game. That is possible, but I still don't...
That is still silly.
I still don't see that happening. And also, you don't have Vigilance.
Well, that's all I got.
Alright, let's see what I can scrunch together with what's left. These aren't even in the right piles. That's great. Finally, another land. This is Adakar Wastes. Taps for a colorless, and I can pay to make it either white or blue. See, I had a decent hand, but it would help you way more than it would help me, and I don't want to risk doing that. God, I can't play any of these. You gotta go. If I played any of them, I would just be hurting myself big time.
Avengers tapped.
All right.
One.
Gain another one. Man, I was doing decent early on.
Okay. Here we sit. Your turn.
Oh, my God. You're right. You can't attack, because then I'll kill you. A swamp. That doesn't help. That does not change anything.
Yeah, I just couldn't land. I'm like, I don't need land right now.
Your turn.
You would tap to destroy on your turn, wouldn't you?
I can do it on your turn.
I know, but would you do it on my turn?
Of course I would. I would do it the instant you let me.
Okay, but see, here's the thing. I have a creature that can gain indestructible to another creature till the end of my turn.
Oh, then I can do it on my turn.
You see, that's my problem.
I can do it whenever I want. It's a royal assassin, and they're going to do their job. You don't have a choice of what to play right now.
I know.
All right. Well, we get to see a bunch of Kim's Angels, some of which may be new. This is a foil. Angelic Guardian. Flying 5/5. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, they gain indestructible until end of turn, which pretty much doesn't mean anything. You can fly over me. You know, I'm just saying.
I know, and I have double strike, but...
You would hit for 4.
You know what? I gotta start doing damage.
All right, it's 4. Puts me down to 20. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I killed that thing.
Okay.
And during your turn. Now my turn.
Yeah.
I untap.
Well, no, you couldn't destroy it during my turn.
Why? Oh, it's indestructible. I'm sorry. I tapped during this turn. Now
During
it's
your
dead.
turn, okay.
Alright, here's the planes.
Let's get that in the right order.
I really don't want to play this card. So, I won't. How much do I really need for this over here? Like, 4 plus 6. Oh my goodness. Plus, another 6. That's insane. I can't afford that. Alright, so, have a nice turn over there.
Okay. I forgot
need
to untap
12
that last
mana.
turn. I do not need more land.
Go for it. Alright, there's another land.
Yay!
Alright.
No, wait, you're going to untap next turn.
Yeah, I am going to untap next turn and just kill it. I mean, you can do another 5 if you're just trying to
You know what, yeah, maybe I'll draw
deal
another...
5
Let's
at a
keep
time.
going.
I'm down to 15. Alright, I untap. I draw... Boy. Okay.
I guess
Tap
I
to kill the
summoned,
Angelic
I
Guardian.
could summon Kaalia, I guess.
You could have, but
I have enough
I guess
mana.
you could have. Oh, actually, I don't need a second island there. Let's just do 2 planes. For Serendib Ifrit, he's a flying 3/4 who does 1 damage to me during my upkeep. Kind of a risky thing to play right now, but I opened you up, and I'm going to try and deal damage to you and outspeed you and hope you draw bad.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
No, this searches for my... Okay, fine.
Rocky Tar Pit. I think I've got one of those. Yeah, I think it's from
No,
Mirage.
I guess I'll do Grim Climb.
Nice! I get to hit you! Alright. That's your whole turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here I
Well,
go.
no, I'm going to tap Rocky Tar Pit.
Oh, and you can summon Kaalia.
Yeah, I probably will summon Kaalia. Let's see if I have enough mana to do it.
Yes, 6 plus...
I'm going to sacrifice that. And get
Alright.
Let's get a mountain!
Why not?
Can we summon Kaalia? Let's see. We need...
10 mana. You need 10 total, and you've got the colors. Mana burn's a thing. You're playing 1996.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Then we're tapping that. Here's
Alright.
Kaalia!
Can't do anything about that now unless... that's your turn, I assume. I take 1 damage from this Ifrit.
You got Ifrits and Djinns and so many cards from these Arabian Nights.
Yeah, but I'm stuck in this itty-bitty little space. I can't do anything. Oh my goodness, what if I did that? Wait, your Soul Ring was destroyed earlier, by the way.
Why was my soul ring?
I destroyed all artifacts. It destroyed,
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Well, I didn't need it.
I think
so
you needed to
that's
pay
fine.
1 life then for this. Or
I
if
didn't
was
need
enough.
it.
Oh,
I
you
didn't even use it.
Okay. The Ifrit attacks.
Okay, I'll just take the 3.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna play, this island in 3 planes for Armageddon. All lands in play are destroyed.
Yeah! Wipe it out!
Wipe it out! Wipe it out! We gotta win with what's on the table.
Oh, that's not looking so good for me.
Nope. We gotta win with what's on the table.
Or is it looking great for me, depending on what angel I draw next?
I'm losing 1 per life. So, yeah. So that's my turn. Hope you get your land now. Alright, nice. How what you gonna do with that Kaalia?
I don't even have an angel I can summon.
Yeah. You gonna attack?
No!
That would be stupid of you. Alright, well, I go back up. So at the end of your turn, I lose 1 more life. I'm at 13. Clock's ticking. Well, I can't play that. Ifrit's coming.
I'll take it.
Takes 3. If I somehow win, I'm not gonna believe this.
Okay, my turn.
Hey, yep, your turn.
It's a matter of time. I
Ooh.
just need an angel!
Alright, enters tapped.
Yep,
Is that it?
that's it.
Alright, I back up. I take 1. Ifrit's coming.
I'll take it.
Another 3.
Because, see, if I can just draw an angel...
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Alright. What you get, though? Another... Wait, does that send your other one back to your hand?
No, I do want to do that, because that's 2 mana and this is 1
Yep,
mana.
that's 1. Alright, back up. Take 1, I'm down to 11. I draw another card I can't play.
I am playing this so risky. I'm just like, if I draw an angel...
I'm not drawing any land, so I'm not getting anything at all. Ifrit's coming.
I'll take it! Very angrily take it.
Alright, you're down to 19.
I can't!
Okay.
Oh no! That would have helped any other time.
Alright, that land's back.
At least give her some
Oh.
lightning greaves.
Protects you from the Royal Assassin.
It sure does, so now I can...
Is she unblockable? Equipped creature has haste and shroud. Nope, just haste. You're attacking?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
She's flying, and you can't kill her if she's tapped.
No! 1, 2. Alright, my turn.
Yeah.
I'm down to 8 with the Ifrit.
This is getting dumb.
Finally, I got an island. Okay, can I do anything with that?
I'm so mad I couldn't play that card. That would have been the game.
Island's not the color I need. Ugh.
Kelly does too. She'll get there.
But if I lose 3 per turn, I'm done, and you losing 4 isn't going to add it up. I'm gonna keep both of them up.
Oh,
Your
okay.
turn. She's at 19, I'm at 8. If I attacked, it would not math fast enough.
Okay, Kaalia attacks
Okay.
and summons Exquisite Archangel.
Ifrit blocks Kaalia to kill her, and the Royal Assassin's gonna tap and kill the Exquisite Archangel, and if assuming I can. If you would lose the game, instead exile Exquisite Archangel and your life total becomes equal to your starting life total. Yeah, that is not happening. No. I'm glad I kept them up, but now I take another 1, because that's your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's down to 7. We're back up. I got a planes. I'm going to attack with both. Yeah,
4.
It's 4. I'm on a time limit, and I don't think I have enough in me. What did you win? Nothing for 2 mana? Or 3 mana, actually. You got 3. Making this assassin pull his weight over here.
I'll go ahead and play Coalition Relic.
Oh, that's a nice card. Long story short, she can tap it for any color of mana and put charge counters on it to store extras for later.
Yep.
That it?
But he takes 1 more at the beginning of his turn.
Oh, you're right, I do. I'm down to 6.
I'm paying attention to that.
I know. They both come swinging.
With 4?
With another 4.
Oh, this is like the closest commander
Come on.
fight we've ever
Come
had.
on.
Okay.
6 to 11? Come on. Come on. Nothing. Nothing, right? Nothing.
Nothing.
Excellent. Swamp! Okay. Hold on. I think I might be able to place... No. They go for it. Oh, and I took another 1. I'm down to 5. What do I have you at?
7.
7! Let's go! Come on, please! 1996! Is it good?
I would have had a land.
I can't believe I might win this game. Is that it?
Go!
Yes! Okay, we're back up. I'm down to 4. I got an underground river. I might be able to play something. I'm actually going to keep that up and send them both again. It's next turn. If you get nothing next turn, I actually win. But if you hit me somehow
If I
with
can get
flash,
a land.
if you can flash for 4, then that also wins too.
Can I do it?
Try it.
This is silly, and it's just gonna prolong the game.
Try it. Try it. It's okay.
Solar Blade!
Why? Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Guess what? Serendip Ifrit is a 3/4.
Oh!
Are you sure you want to play that?
Yeah, it's the only
You
thing
would
I got.
only kill the assassin.
Oh.
And I would still hit you for 3 next turn.
It's the only thing I can do!
Alright, the Royal Assassin is dead.
It's the only thing I have!
Is that it?
Yeah. You take one.
I take 1, I'm down to 3, but Ifrit's back up. I draw a card that doesn't matter. And I hit for 3! And 1996 wins both games!
That was so tight.
Wow!
That was a good game, though. I loved that game. That was great.
I am really excited about this deck, and now I want to see it play against our other ones. That was one of the closest Commander games we've had in a very long time. So, to be fair, if you hit me for damage, I was actually prepared with reverse damage. All damage you have taken from anyone's source this turn is added to your life instead of subtracted. So I was actually not as in bad a shape as I thought. And here's the card that I wanted to play earlier, but I always had more than you. Oh, I had a way. I had Time Twister, the Power 9, to make both of us draw a new hand, but you had no hand, so I didn't want to give you a hand. And the Tabernacle was that land I had that would basically give an upkeep cost of 1, but I had more creatures than you every time. So, Anyway, it somehow worked out. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. Remember, we've got our Etsy page for our pearlers we make for our Magic Command Zones. And stick around. I will hopefully have some more of these Magic games if you guys enjoyed this one. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.